on the field, and they will send this
Art's
one
gonna be
away.
mad as shit. He ain't gonna be mad. He's like, damn, you got my boys looking like this.
And this will be a touchback as that sails.
I said,
over
Arch
the
is gonna be like, you got
inline.
my boys looking like this. What's that? Carson Wentz in the bag of shit too.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Wentz now to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Philadelphia picking up the first
My white
gain
boy gets there.
Every coach we ever talk to says
That's
to
just
his
a lot
team
of
before
speed.
the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Hey, team six.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Hey, exit.
Working from the gun, Wentz looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And
Out of here, young bull.
incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they
Perfect
discussed
fucking
all
time,
week in
too.
practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right
It
out of the
is
gate.
ASAP.
At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Like a truck stick on that little nigga.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
So like a truck stick on that little nigga.
On play action, Haskins. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline.
Good
and
catch.
It'll be incomplete. Good protection that time. They couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Come on, J. Reed. He walked the tightrope, dude. He definitely did that tightrope action on him. I can't even challenge. I was gonna challenge that shit. I respect you, Jay Reed. I definitely gonna challenge that shit.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Now Haskins to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down.
That's 2, Reed. You owe me, Reed.
When you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
At their own 21-yard line.
No roughing the punter, huh? Fucking assholes.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Eagles.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check back, check back. I got motion there. Me, I got this. He's coming. Wait up.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Sunday. Go. What we got?
On 2nd and very short, Wentz gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check. Bravo. Check 53. We got to get the ball.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
Man, I called man coverage. It was a man. Yeah, I did.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not getting
that was a man. It was a cover too.
Time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head
that was
a
man
bit,
coverage.
you momentarily pause because you're frustrated.
Both two man. They both was two man coverage
and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
All right, next time I do it, I had 3-4. Still was fucking man.
A first carry now for Thompson.
It was right. It was just a straight man. That's all it is. I'm working. I be working.
Loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I be working on my main coverage. It was just a straight fucking
That's not
man.
the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays. You don't want to call it a disaster.
I don't run the same play over and over. I just called it 2 fucking man coverages. Fuck up.
Now Haskins to throw on second down to Thompson on the screen.
Such a
Give
catch,
him
not
3
fucking
on the
catch.
screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass
Call
to
the
break
same
for
shit
big
on
yardage.
offense. I don't call the same shit on
Blocking,
defense.
timing of the pass to the
This is
runner.
the man coverage.
Everything has to fit together just right.
Man.
But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Yes, I did. I ran 2 man coverages.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
That's all it was. It was 2 fucking man coverages. Fuck up.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And he's going to be taken
talking,
down
I'm not even
here.
fucking paying
A sack
attention.
back into 32. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do they do?
Don't try to figure me out. Don't
find a matchup, exploit it.
Don't try to figure me out. You
So
gonna hurt
after the
yourself.
run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's caught by Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That nigga slow as shit.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Get even there. Because that slow ass do what they do.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Smooth.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Oh,
12 yards
everybody's
is the
fucking
good for an
picked
Eagle
up.
first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Definitely don't get him.
5-9. Hey, Zoo. Watch the backer. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hang in there now.
Throwing now is Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunky yardage picked up there.
Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver. And
he's wide open, too, because I was running away from him.
Ioannidis. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
This pass complete. Wentz to Ertz. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
You fucking
The
right
offense
there,
on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Number 53, Mike 53. Hey, Delta. Get that ball. Get that ball.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he is into the
Man, he's just not fast enough. Stars.
Alshon Jeffrey.
It's a fucking pig.
28 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. The fade route, that seems to be becoming more and more popular in the NFL. What makes it a success?
When you have an athletic, acrobatic receiver who knows how to go up and get the football, all you're asking a quarterback to do is put it up there where he can get it and no one else. Very difficult to defend.
I just like playing with him because I'm racist.
Elliott good with a PAT.
My season, I pick a white boy back.
Makes it a 7-3 lead.
The white boy's catching me.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Down. Hey, hold on. 53. Mike. Let's go, D. Now, what do you want? 53's the play. 53. Check 53. Quit talking about it and bring it back.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
81. Check. Mike 56. Hey, Foxtrot. 22 Jet Bombers. 56. Mike 56. Right there. 56. 82.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Without a doubt, the fade route is tough to stop if your wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page and the ball is placed in the proper spot.
Elliott good on the extra
All right,
point.
little nigga. Now you done made me mad.
Just kick the extra point winds up successful.
154 yards.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Oh, yeah, good punt.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play action. Haskins. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Hey, wahoo! I'm letting you know right now, you better bring 53's the mic. 53, check 53.
On first down, Wentz. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daron Payne able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Kill. 55. Right there in the middle. Here. Go. Two Jen. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Red 5-2. On here.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And he finds Howard complete. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brendan Gaudin. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left
don't
hash,
miss it.
You
know you missed kicks.
52-yard attempt.
He definitely needs this one.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things
oh, when you miss
so
a top
easy,
joint, that shit don't.
Normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah,
I
20
feel
years
you. I
ago,
definitely
get
do
where he
feel
was
you.
in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years
Come
ago, we
on,
were saying run
Fleck.
some more
God.
plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right.
That's
When
right.
it
We
comes
got
up
we got
short,
time for
there
everything.
has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty
We
of
got
play.
time to get our shit back. Got time to get our shit together.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Fuck that nigga, that's hell.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So that nigga stop trying to read the quarterback's eye. Do what you do, nigga. Stop worrying about me.
1st and 10. On on the ground. It's Thompson. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop. 2nd and 5 now. Haskins, he's got to complete to
Drop that
Thompson.
shit next time.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Set, ready. 6 yards. Mike 47. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Haskins on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick up on his own
that
defense.
motherfucker didn't need out the line.
And they're not playing the receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So he did not get out the fucking line.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. A little flare. A little flare. Flare. Flare.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Oh, trying to tiptoe that motherfucker.
And it sets up a 3rd down.
I hear it. "14 seconds. What he gonna do? What he gonna do?"
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Watch the slant. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. There's a party now.
3rd and 2. Now Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles.
Good drives,
right? They miss making plays.
Drives, man.
But the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback.
Hasn't played the best half, man. Now we're only down by
throwing some picks earlier. They feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
He gave 2 big plays, you know what I mean?
Past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, fuck what this nigga do. 8 seconds left, little nigga. Oh no, you can't kick field goal.
Set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big
Josh.
play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Put your hand in there. Put your hand in there.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Make this nigga throw the ball far.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL. And it's a presentation
the ball back.
of EA Sports.
Let's do what we do, fellas. Put the women and children to bed and go looking for dinner.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down.
I ain't never scared to go for the marble ball.
Stay positive. Stay up with this team.
Held like a little second. I had another second. Another second.
Punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
He'll get run past his ass. Just needed another
so now
second.
Second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I'd have got him.
Again on second and 10, it's Haskins.
Good D,
He's
Darby.
going to be intercepted a third time.
Fuck.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
I was throwing it for no fucking reason.
Shop at the 33-yard line.
I didn't even read the coverage. He just beat him to the spot. That's all he did. Beat him to the spot. Oh, here it comes. Just wanted to switch, put my white boy in the game real quick. Put my white pit white badge in the game.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
That little nigga says, just look at him.
Just like that.
There's the hammer on you, nigga. There's the hammer on you, nigga. Ah.
53's the mark. 53.
Ah.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. A good pickup there,
That's
26 yards.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about
I can't believe they kicked this little nigga out the store.
Also gets involved in the return game.
Said you gotta go, sir.
Big plays like that. We've seen him do it.
He said I'm trying to buy something. Not here, you know.
Are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain
That's
Giants
shit. I don't know
punter
how to fucking tell somebody to get out.
not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
56.
He's not getting to the outside. He's too fast for that. Middle, middle.
56. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
To throw is Wentz.
Get the phone.
That's going to wind up incomplete.
That's because he's white.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Mike 53. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 53's the Mike. 53. Sunday. Mike 53. Five. Mike. Here we go, team. Here I come. Here I come. 53's the Mike.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Move.
Picked off by Troy Apke. He'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
John, tell you, boy.
Session
chocolate right there.
Season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence is the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work.
That nigga had any wheels. He was gone.
Philadelphia territory now. Here's a 1st and 10
got the wheels,
at the 39-yard line. They go play action now. Haskins. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Haskins, Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins
why you
pump fake? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack.
Pump fake. Why'd you pump fake? Just to release the fucking ball.
Players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
To try again after the sack. Haskins, and that's complete. It's Sims. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. It'll be Love to try and get the 1st. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays
14
these types of kicks
14, 13.
that no one says to their guy,
sloppy, but we still in it.
An extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake.
We got a little better defense going on this game.
A field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The one-on-one battles, we're not winning like we used to.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
Josh, you right there.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Sunday. Hey, Alpha.
Mike.
Throwing on second down. Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Greystone, Travis.
53. Check 53.
Hey, down.
Back to you. I'm going back.
Get him. Hey, Orbit.
Check 53 is mine. So don't say nothing.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
I ain't think about this.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Now Wentz again. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver.
Homie.
And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wentz to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Got tackled by the nigga at 600 pounds.
Number 53.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
An incomplete pass on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They run the counter. It's Love, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at FedEx Field, and we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
I saw a homegirl. You little bitch.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Yeah, nigga stand still.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Man 5-7. Hey, exit. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
5-9.
Now Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And this is caught by Jackson.
Press up like we know he's doing
at the 25-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now force the shit to go somewhere else.
Wentz on the draw leads it for Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go. 2-jet.
Let's go.
Hey, Will.
53. Mike 53.
You must be treated.
53 to Mike.
Let's kill.
Watch QB go.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
53 to Mike. 53.
82.
I'm coming after you.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 41-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Bravo.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Wentz now on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd down.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
That's you.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
I got you.
14, 82, 14.
56, Mike 56. Watch the pass. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Wentz now to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter,
Every time
no matter
you,
what
man,
point, you got to be super careful.
crazy.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
This is where stars are born, Redskins, right here, baby.
In a tight one-point game.
We down by a point. Hard ball. Dry down here.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, here's Love. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Here's Love again. And they'll get this just to the 47.
It looked like it's
gain.
nothing but fucking
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Here we go with Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
This is how they going to do me, little
One
nigga.
score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, here's Haskins.
Who is that too?
And
What is that?
Pressure there as it's intercepted.
Oh, man. Look at that.
And his guys will take over.
No pressure, no nothing. This nigga.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
See, I'm always run the ball, Haskins. Shit like that. That's
so it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and it was a bit of a
strange
strange
big homie.
game.
See, we got one back. Wasn't like the first one I stomped. It wasn't like the first mud home I stomped in your ass, but it's all right though.
You think to yourself, okay,
all right, big homie, be easy.